Okay, so we are looking at the chief's perspective. So what about the specialist? These are kind of bad. I would pick the fire badger. Okay, aerial. I think aerial doesn't go very well with Sabertooths in particularly. This seems like a Raiden game maybe to me, and Raiden is pretty bad. For the enemy, I guess both of these are kind of good. Let's definitely the best one here. Holy shit. Farseer spec. Okay, maybe he's a long range player. So if you're positioning aggressively, I think there's argument of going fangs here, so you can go fang shield later. But I would go probably one crawler to distract the storms and one crawler behind. This is definitely bad, putting two crawlers here to get killed by the Arclights, I think. You want the first Arclights to lock onto the sabers, I think. Before the second wave of crawlers come in. No, you never go intercept here. You don't go intercept anywhere in the early game. Because the enemy can just sell out of the units. You go, and the Sabertooth intercept is kind of bad. But you can try to tempo out the opponent if you play like quick supply into storms or something. Maybe you can kill it in time, so he doesn't have time to sell out of his stuff. Sub Mustang, very good here. For Chiefy. Like Sub Mustang here is very good because the enemy is into storms and he's into fangs. So when you get cheap Mustangs, they are so good if there's like any situation to build them. Like here you could go Mustang anti-missile if he like continues the storms. Just spam Mustangs here. And if you are scared of these rhino drops, you can actually defend them with a beacon. But I guess we spent our money to 3 deployments. You could do like 1 deployment here, 1 here, buy a beacon and beacon from here to here to here, and it will defend a rhino drop from here and here. But yeah, I would go sub Mustang here every time. It's very good because the enemy is into fangs. And Mustang is very strong with the saber. And later on, like a crawler is counter, but you already have the Arclights. So we die to the rhino drop. It's fine. Okay. Well, I guess everything looks good. Like the spider is even good because it's so high level. Worm is good, rhino is good. I think rhino is better than the worm though, because you can put them in 2 situations or 2 positions. This is a good place for the worm because you can beacon it anywhere. But if you place it like this, I would advise to put like one fang pack here. So it will pull everything from here to here. So you can beacon the worm directly into the tower. And then next turn you can do this. One fang here would pull. Oh, he puts a missile. Okay, okay. So this probably, I didn't see how much money you have, but it's probably time for Arclight range on this turn. Or if it's not this turn, then next for sure. You are stuck on the garbage and the enemy has quite good marksman here already. And it's hard for you to use the... Okay. Like, I guess you can start selling the sabers. Go like Arclight Worm all in with this, but it's very risky. I think you lose to a War Factory here. So I would probably pick the redeployment. Probably put the worm here or something. Take the tower. So this is gonna be just an Arclight saber push, right? I think it's, by the way, better for this dude to deploy here, so this doesn't happen to you, or it counters it better. I think this is a bit useless beacon. I would much rather beacon this forward. We die to Wasp Swarm. It's a bit brutal, but it's fine. So at this stage, I think you are like completely fucked if he clicks the Fang Shield. Shield. Like the anti-missile is okay here against these level dudes, but the problem is that when you click the anti-missile, the enemy can now go into fortress, I think, after this. He goes fortress and this is so so hard, so expensive for you. So here, this turn, I think, like looking at the fangs, like I said last round, that you're completely fucked against this. So I think this was a Mustang turn. You can go mass Mustang's range and maybe Mustang anti-missile. Like, what are these sabers even doing? He doesn't have any units that the sabers are good against. I guess one Farseer, if you like think about their damage. They actually don't do anything. But I guess the enemy doesn't have any damage other than the two marksmen. What MMR is this? 1700, like he said. So I think a lot of these early game issues could have been prevented if you used the unit drop better, the worm here or the 2 rhinos. Yeah, you always go for the underground, it's so busted. This has to... What the fuck, the enemy goes... What? He has leveled 5 crawlers, holy shit. Did you just double take the crawlers? Oh, there's a flank. I think this is a big mistake from the enemy, but your response to it is good. It's very good actually. Yeah, it's the perfect turn to double deck this, and the enemy makes a huge mistake of going like mech raids, is to go impact drill here as well. Okay. It's a good cheese play by the enemy doing this. So now you are trying to answer the shielded fangs. This is not reliable. If you survive this turn, the enemy is gonna spam anti-missile devices next turn, then you're gonna lose, I think. You needed to go Mustangs the turn I said that the fang shield next turn is gonna kill you. That turn you needed to go 3 Mustangs. Well, it was a good cheese play by the enemy. Or I guess you win actually here this turn. Okay. Well, now the enemy kinda fucked up. Now he has spent so much resources here to a completely useless deployment since he couldn't finish you off. Very actually. Holy shit. I guess you win now, right? The enemy should continue this situation here. Batcher with oil for you for sure. 1 batcher here, oil here. You can probably sell the other batcher maybe. Or I guess the enemy doesn't have any damage here. Yeah, I think the enemy actually played the late game very bad. This will take forever, couple of the fangs will come. Like, the enemy doesn't have any damage here because of your anti-missile. He doesn't even level the marksman, even though they are the only things that doing anything. Guess you didn't need the oil here. Yeah, I think even if the enemy puts the boat here with ground cannon and not here, I think you are in a serious trouble. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth watching it anymore. This kind of turned into a bit of a random match when the big crawlers came out. Because it was a like cheese play trying to win the game, but now he has to recover from his awkward play. battleship. The enemy should probably beacon these away, beacon them from here to like here. Yeah, I don't know. To me, there's nothing happening in this game anymore. The enemy isn't like developing here at all. He has a very winning position here, I think. Now he's doing like random shit. That definitely isn't gonna work. And even if it... I don't know. He just needs to continue the fangs and damage here and put down anti-missile devices so you cannot clear his fangs. And he should be fine here. But yeah, eventually the cheese place got you, right? Or do they? No, he doesn't get the second tower. I think you win this, right? 2 high-level crawlers here. And he doesn't have... He does have replicate. Okay. Well, let's watch it to the end, see what happens. But I think the enemy like has thrown the game already. You just missile all this garbage, hard push this side, level this tower, put like late missiles here, so when he beacons these guys here, they don't do anything. I don't think this is needed. Like, you just level this tower, put some late missiles here, so they kill all the high-level crawlers. He cannot interrupt it, and then just focus on this side. Missile all this garbage, and you should win. If the game goes like one-sided, when you push one side and the enemy tries to cheese your other tower, and it's like round 9, just fucking level it to level 5. And don't try to defend it. It's much better play than trying to guess what the enemy is gonna cheese you with next. Just focus on building a good composition. Yeah, either Wasp or Wraith was fine here, I feel like. But yeah, as I said, better to focus here, level this tower and just put defensive missiles everywhere. The enemy even goes Vulcans even though he has 0 damage here. And he created the crawler problem on his own when he tried to flank here. Yeah, so to recap, I think like when you see this many fangs, you need to go Mustang. And Mustang is very good with Sabertooth. Then when you have like you need basically if you want to use Sabertooth, you want to have Sabertooth, Mustang, and then you need to have one answer for crawlers, which could be Arclight or Wraith or something. And then some of the storm starts are pretty rough. You need to kind of cheese somewhere at the game so you can build up a better composition. I feel like I think it's so negative tempo to try to push naturally into the storms.